What up? So no more transmission talk, no more diff talk, no more worrying about that sound. What we're gonna do is continue to work on the Alto, continue to make this one of the best ones in America. Last night I even ordered a Blitz exhaust for this bad boy. The Blitz blow valve, intake, strut bar, spark plugs, tow hooks. I don't even know, a lot more fun parts should be here next week. And like I mentioned in the last video, I will be driving this a total of 10 hours to Virginia and back for that car meet. I'll show it on the screen again. If anyone's in the DMV area, or if you live in New York, because a lot of people from New York are driving down, pull up, let me know if you're coming. I'll give you guys some freebies. I'm gonna bring some freebies, but only for the real ones. And in today's video, what we're gonna do is some of my favorite modifications to do on any of my K cars. One being an ETC reader, and two, swapping over this Japanese radio that doesn't even work with our frequencies and putting a good old double din with Apple CarPlay, big screen. Gonna make this center console look a lot more modern. And because this one already has an aftermarket radio, the swap is gonna be extremely easy, along with the ETC readers. A lot of people always ask me, how do you install this? Is it easy? Is it hard? I'm gonna show you guys in this video that you can do this within 2 minutes, even if you're not swapping over the radio. So the first thing we're gonna do is pull apart some of the Alto. There's not a lot of videos on how to do it, but it seems like you just yank this out, and then this is one part of it. And remember, if you feel like it's not coming out, do not pull, do not break it. I've done that countless times with all my K cars. I was wondering why it wasn't coming out, and it's because there's a screw back here. And now that that's out, this should come out very easily. Or not. So there's actually 2 screws. And now this should come out very easy. Currently having some technical difficulties, so I don't know how to get this off. Like, it's connected to this piece of plastic right here, but I already unscrewed everything connected to that piece of plastic. Update to many minutes later. I hope you're seeing it on the screen right now. But apparently to remove this, I need a cigarette lighter socket that will go into this hole. Not a socket, like a tool that will go into there and there, and then at that point I can just pull it out. I've been trying to pull this thing out for, I don't even know, maybe an hour. So I guess we're gonna take a trip to Advanced Auto Parts, see if they have one there. I'm not sure if these are universal or not. It says fits GM. I obviously don't have a GM. It's also $25, but I'm gonna try it out. Let's see if it works. I mean, the car's right outside. If it doesn't, I'll just come return it. When I tell you that I've been using this tool for another 10 minutes and that cigarette lighter does not want to come out, if you have a Alto and you're watching this video, please comment below what I should have done. But what I'm going to do is just work around it. You can hear my voice that I am defeated. I don't know what to do. So I'm just gonna do the next best thing, which is just taking out the old radio from here. And if it just happens to break at this point, I don't even care. So let's remove this behemoth, take out the old harness. This is what we had before. If anybody wants this, comment below. I usually just throw away these things, but sometimes I know people like to collect them. Next, you're gonna grab your new radio harness, color match all the wires. So this old yellow is gonna go with the new yellow, same with the gray, the white, the green, the purple. So I'm gonna grab this and splice everything back together. So I remember the last time I installed a radio, a lot of people did not like the fact that I was using electrical tape. So what I'm gonna do is actually cut from here and then use this connector still, and then just splice this yellow one from here to here, for example. I'm gonna do it like this, that way I still have this butt connector. Now that this is pretty much done, let me show you guys how to wire the ETC reader in, so every time you start your car, you get greeted by a nice, friendly Japanese lady. So first and foremost, you really don't need this. This is for the actual cars in Japan, and that will go up here, and I believe it's like a sensor to let you know when you're about to cross over a toll bridge. The only thing we care about in America is just having the lady speak to us every time we start the car. And since I'm swapping out the radio, this makes this job even easier. You can also tap into the cigarette lighter over there, but what I did was take the red wire, or sometimes it's yellow on the ETC readers, and just splice it into the battery / constant, which leaves us with just a ground wire. And now if I tap it onto the key, that's it. 1, 2, 3. You just need the constant from here or the cigarette lighter, and then a ground. I'm putting it on the key, but realistically I'm just gonna find a bolt down here where I can ground it in. Now we can really start putting everything back together. Let's make sure this radio works. I'm gonna connect the antenna. Let's make sure I did everything good. Have to interrupt this radio install to officially show you guys that the Honda Z, it's on its way to Tacoma, Washington. Getting back in this car after having the Alto, yes, I love the fact that the Alto is 5-speed and I get to really feel like that, you know, the 64 horsepower. But this Z, man, this Z is one of the most comfortable, quietest, coolest K cars. Like, I really loved owning it. Of course, there's a Honda messing up my video, but Mitch, if you're watching, it'll be at your house in about 7 days. Update on the radio, looks good. Got Google Chrome, YouTube. I believe if you use hotspot on your phone, that works. Got Bluetooth music. I already connected my phone. Everything seems good. Radio also works.
How are you? I'm good, and you? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
Here's all the apps for anyone interested in the same radio. Has a torque button. What's that? Wow, look at that. This thing is pretty cool. And then I think the last thing are just the tabs that are over here. Yeah, Chromebook. I guess this is like some of the faces I can change, add some widgets. But all right, the only thing we have to do now is just to work around the dashboard. I'm gonna install the brackets and we'll be done with the radio. So I just put the stock frame that was on here before. Now we're just gonna try to slide this in, not break anything. We got this far. This video started a bit rocky. I wasted $25 on that thing. That did not solve my problem. So the intro to the next clip got cut off for some reason, but this is around maybe 5 p.m. and after I put the radio all back together, the ETC reader would just stay on, and I just didn't understand why. So now let's fast forward to many hours later. And I've been trying to figure out why. Like, why is the ETC reader not working? And it's because I put it on the yellow wire, which is the constant battery nonstop. So basically, the ETC reader would be on even right now. Like, this is the wire to the ETC reader. And if I put it on this ground, and there's no key, there's nothing in the ignition. So what I have to do is take this all apart, even this not coming off, put it on accessory, which I knew it should have been on accessory, but for some reason it wasn't working on accessory. So I was like, whatever, I'm gonna just put it on battery. Now I feel like an idiot. But let me take this all out. I'm gonna put it on accessory and let's see if it works. I don't know why it wasn't working before. That's why I put it on the yellow one. So for some reason, this positive right here is not working. I don't know what it is. All right, last update for this video. Problem solved. I don't know why the accessory on the radio, like I said, didn't work. But what I end up doing is what I said earlier in the video. Let's say you already swapped over your radio and you don't feel like taking it apart, or you have the stock radio and you want to keep it looking like that. I just tapped it into the cigarette lighter, which looks like that. And now we have a fully functioning double din. I'm gonna clean this all up and put everything back together now that I have that figured out, and our cool ETC reader. So the way the ETC reader works is kind of just put the car in accessory. Same for the radio. And then the issue before I was having was because I had it on the yellow constant, the ETC reader would just stay on. So I was wondering, like, why when I take the key out, I don't hear the ETC readers, because it just never turned off. But now, so officially, many hours later, let me clean this all up. I'm gonna put everything back together, and then probably tomorrow morning, I'll show you what it looks like. But I love the way that these cars look with a double din. Next couple projects we're gonna do while we wait for parts is find out if that's a pulley or if that's a loose belt. That sound is driving me insane. But here's how we're looking. Radio works, It does have Apple CarPlay, which is great. Planning out my next road trip. But all right, I'm ending this video here. Game Boy's back, double dins in. I'll maybe show you guys a clip of this in the morning. If not, catch you guys on the next one. It was a little rocky, but we got it done. So it's the next morning. No more Honda Z. Let me show you guys how clean it looks in this Alto. Check this out. It almost looks OEM. And it's just like, I mean, I can't stress enough. I can't stress enough how much a double din just completely transformed the interior on these 1998 cars, 1995 cars, 1990 cars. But yeah, everything works. Everything's good. I'll start the car up. You hear the ETC reader. I also have it hidden all the way back here because they don't really serve a purpose. In my personal opinion, I just feel like every JDM car, every K car that I own will have an ETC reader. They're on my website right now. If you want one, they're $60, but if you're watching this video, use code ETC to get $10 off. But I'm in this video here, excited for the road trip tomorrow. I will be driving this bad boy all the way to DC like I mentioned. Stay tuned for all that cool content. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.
Remember the name. This is way before the fame.